8:33, August 9th. It's a Saturday night. I'm home alone and it's quiet. I have some time for myself and I'm about to paint some chickens, or a chicken, because I just spent a good 20 minutes or so outside trying to bond and meet with and chat with the chickens outside, and Miss Stretch Marks thought I was threatening her. I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know what the deal was, but she kept pecking me and like coming at me and staring at me dead in my eyes. And when I was trying to clean the coop, she flew at me, or flew at the coop, trying to figure out what I was doing. I'm gonna show you the video, I have evidence. But this has prompted me to come in here and paint my chickens. And I've been wanting to because I got these small little canvases and I felt like painting live was really a practice that was helping me. And it's been a little while since I did one, and tonight feels like a good night. Also, I'm gonna put this here early, say this here early, is that I have now put an option on my website for you to commission me. So what you'll do is you'll commission me to do an 8x8 painting, send me the reference pictures, send me whatever details, like the color scheme, words, phrases. Do you want sparkles? Is it space theme or garden theme, or what's the vibe you're going for? And then I'll come and paint it live, and you can watch me here do the commission painting for you. So you can go to my website, jdukesvisuals.com, and you'll be able to commission me there. But tonight, right now, I'm gonna spend maybe an hour in here painting one of my chickens, or perhaps like a morphed, amalgamous iteration of my 4 chickens. But before I even do any of that, I want to show you this video these videos of Miss Stretch Marks attacking me. And if you don't already follow me on TikTok, I spend way too much time on TikTok, but I post chicken videos nearly every day on TikTok. So let me show you this really quick. It's been wet and soggy. I haven't even checked to see if there's any more eggs. There she is, coming in hot. At first it was like sweet. One's in the back picking up my waist beads. Hey girl. Turn you around, show your pretty face. She's been like staring me down. What's up? Ah! That's rude. I don't know what was up with her. I think she pecks me again in this video. She like pecked the hell out of me. That shit hurt. And she's like, yeah, I did that shit. I'm standing on business. Like gets into the camera like, yeah, I did it, and what? Walked away like, what the heck? I don't know what's going on, because she used to like, she cowers every time I step into the cage, and she's one of the only ones that like allows me to touch her without trying to dart off. But today she's fighting me. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. James, you say I've been scared of chickens since I was a kid. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little afraid in those moments. I was like, is this chicken really going to attack me? Like, could this escalate even further than just a peck? Like, what am I supposed to do if she really tries to come after me? Do I have to fight her back? Is that what I have to do? But then I realized it's a chicken, and she's my chicken, and I'm the mama, and I'm bigger than her, and if I need to assert my dominance, then I'm surely going to do that. But I digress. I am going to paint, and I am going to give myself a time limit because I don't want to get lost in the sauce of the paint and hung up on the details. You know my spiel. If you've been here with me on my live painting videos before, then you know my whole like, I don't want to think too hard about it. I don't want to get caught up in my perfectionism. Yeah, so, and I am going to use a blank canvas. I painted the other day with my son, and I have like these super cute painted canvases that he did himself, and I thought about using them for something, but then I started feeling like I have more sentimental value in them and like have a sentimental connection to them, having been our first paintings together. So I'm gonna leave them as they are and come back to that another time and just start from scratch here on this canvas. And let's just get into it. I don't want to think too hard about it, and I don't want to sit here too long. Let's see, what am I gonna need? Let's get the yellows. We're gonna get some red. Let's start this over. It's gonna be my first time painting a chicken. Never painted a chicken before in my life. I have done some painting, or I have done some chicken drawings because I was rightfully obsessed with my chickens when I bought them, and I learned everything about them and have been tracking their growth as they enter adulthood and maturity and all the things. So, let's see, I got red, brown, 2 different yellows. I'm not gonna pull out the black yet. Should I? Yeah, whatever. Let's go on ahead and bring out the black. Oh my god. I got another red somewhere. Let me see. Alright. Now I have 4 chickens. Let me go on ahead and just talk about my chickens, right? I have 4 different breeds of chickens, and they all have distinctive colors and patterns. I'm gonna start with Medea. Medea is a blue Jersey giant, and her coloring is like grayish, blackish. She's got like gray, black plumage. But it's very different from Miss Stretch Marks, who is gray and white, but she has a barred pattern. And Miss Stretch Marks is a Plymouth Rock? No. Hold on a second. Let me pull out my chicken notebook. Because she's I think she's bred with Plymouth Rock. I started making this last year when I first got the chicks, and it's been a while since I've returned to it. I started trying to count how many eggs I've collected, and I quickly just gave up on that because it's too many. I might go back and try, but it's whatever. All right, so here are the breeds. Let me just do this from my book that I wrote back in April. I have one Welbar, that's Ginger. I have a Rhode Island Red, that's Pollita. I have a California Gray, that's Miss Stretch Marks, and she is bred with a Plymouth Barred Rock. And yeah, Plymouth Rock, Barred Plymouth Rock, and White Leghorn. That's why she's got like the black and white. And then I have a Blue Jersey Giant, which is Medea. Here's her baby picture. I made this whole chicken notebook. I don't know, I wanted some sort of scrapbook for this experience, and I wanted to be able to write down everything that I was learning so I could go back and reference it for moments like now. Yeah, I gotta go back in and add some more stuff, but let me get to this because I told myself I was gonna give myself a time limit, and here I am yapping on, not painting a thing. So let me get on with it. And you know the deal. Maybe you do, maybe you don't by now. I start with a nice wash, which just means mixing a background color and washing it over the canvas. Usually it's like really loose, watery paint. Just to get some color down and get the process started. Are any of y'all out there teachers or parents with kids going back to school? Good luck. I'm wishing the best for you. Oh, goodness. School starts on Monday. And I have mixed feelings, right? Because I love my job. I love what I do. I can appreciate the structure that having a job outside of the home provides to me. I think I thrive best with clear, defined structure and responsibilities. So I appreciate that. It works well for my functioning in life. However, I got very comfortable and quite enjoyed being home all summer with my son. And it's really hard to transition back into a normal work routine. I hate having to wake him up early in the morning, and now he's old enough to communicate that he's not ready to wake up. And so during our planning week last week, there were 2 separate days where I'm trying to wake him up and like talk to him and let him know that it's time for us to get moving, that we've got to leave the house. And he pointed and verbalized to me by saying, which is how he communicates currently, that he wanted to get back into the crib. So I let him into the crib, and he immediately grabbed his pillow and his blanket and laid back down. And it's at this point maybe 6:30, 6:45, and I'm like, dude, I want to get back in bed too. I'm so sorry that we have to get up and moving right now. I don't want to be up. I know you don't want to be up. Nobody wants to be up this early. And the sad part is that we're going to have to be up even earlier next week. And for the rest of the school year, where's my fan? My fan is in the van. I can't. Oh man, I might have to go get that because. Are we gonna watch paint dry here? But yeah, there was one morning where he did that, and then another morning where I started to wake him up, and I'm talking to him like, it's time to wake up, Bubba. You gotta wake up. I know it's early, but we have to go to school. And I'm like rubbing his back, and he's like kicking his feet in the crib. Like, I don't want to get up, kicking his feet and kind of scooting around the crib trying to get away from me. And I'm just like, dude, I know. That's how I feel. I don't want to get up. I don't want to go anywhere. We spent all summer sleeping in till, granted, it's still early. We slept until about 7:10, 7:15, 7:30 some mornings. And we just woke up naturally, and it was super sweet just being able to open my eyes, and he opened his eyes, and we both looking at each other. And, you know, those first morning smiles. Ah, it's so sweet, but it sucks. But we gotta do it. We gotta do it. Oops. So I'm not gonna run all the way out to the van and get the fan. I'm just gonna fan this with some paper. I think that'll be good enough, helpful enough. These are the papers that I actually use to draw some chickens. I was doodling chickens. What the heck is that? I was doodling chickens quite frequently last year. It's like little hairs or something. Chicken doodles. I have a friend at work that has chickens, and I want to paint her a chicken portrait too. Maybe this will be for her. I gotta see. I don't have any specific reference pictures I'm using. I might pull one up a little later so that I get the anatomy right of their ears and their combs and stuff. But I'm just gonna paint the chicken off the top of the dome. It's gonna be a chicken freestyle. This is ridiculous, fanning this paint. Anyways, talk to me in the comments while this paint dries. Talk to me in the chat. Hi guys. Alright, we're gonna work with that. We're gonna go from there. Here's our wash, simple blue. Ooh, I feel nervous. I feel nervous. I don't know why. Never painted a chicken before. Never painted a chicken before, but today's the first day. You see my paint palette? It's a really pretty color. A really pretty color. It's like mauve. Mauvey. You ever see those memes where it's like the animal drawn from memory and it's just completely warped and odd looking? That's how I feel like this is gonna come out. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna paint a chicken for the first time. I feel like painting chickens, and I'm gonna paint this creature that looks nothing like a chicken. Do you wanna see where we're starting? I don't know. Does that look like a chicken to you? That looked like a piece of barbecue chicken to me at this point in time. Oh my god. Listen. I didn't set the timer for myself. Okay, it's 8:54. How long have I been going already? Already 21 minutes. Man. Okay, I'm gonna set a 30-minute timer and I'm gonna paint my little heart out and we are going to see where this takes me. Because this is an exercise in itself. Oh goodness. I feel like I gotta run to the van and get that fan because otherwise I might be wasting time trying to get the paint to dry when I really need that time to be able to focus on getting a chicken down. Let's see. I'm just gonna go with the flow for maybe the next few minutes and get something. Just get something down, you know, get a general shape down. I need a beak. I need a beak. I need the comb on top. Keep going, Jasmine. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't think too hard about it. Whose chicken is this? Where's the red? Let's see. Let's get that comb in there. Wait. I'm seeing chats pop up and it's distracting me. Hello, you're so talented. Hi, Grace. Jasmine, hello. Is the baby asleep? No, the baby's with grandma. Funny Travel Saint. Oh, I just watched like 30 videos of yours. Absolutely love them all. I looked at the screen with your twin and was like, oh my, there's two. I'll keep watching. That's funny. Yep, I love my sister. It's been a long time since we did a van video. Funny story though, we're not twins. It's funny because a lot of times people, when we're together, people ask us if we're twins because we look so much alike, apparently. And sometimes we look at each other and we're like, yes, we're twins. And other times we look at each other and we're like, no. Sometimes I engage people and I ask them who they think is older, but I am the older one. I'm the older sister. Alright, I'm sorry, but this is looking crazy. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going, but this is looking a little funky. Where's the eyes? Let's see. Let's see, I feel like I've got to extend this body a little bit. Let's add some color. It's so interesting when you actually like get up close and personal and see the details of the feathers. It's actually quite beautiful. Like the way the color variations kind of hit in the sunlight. It's quite nice, I think, anyways. What should I put in the background? It's looking real funny. It's looking real funny. It's giving Chicken Run. It's giving painting of an animated character from Chicken Run, which Ginger is named after, by the way. I feel like I have to always put that little tidbit in whenever I get the chance. Alright, let me look at a picture. See if I can find like a good, I've got to have a good portrait of one of my girls in here. Oh my god. I'm gonna show you a picture of my son with one of the chickens. Oh my god, my son with the chicken that was trying to beat me up early. Actually, look at look at the way he's gripping her. Maybe that's what she's pissed off about. Maybe she remembers this moment and rather than attacking him, she's coming after me. Oh my god. That shit is so funny. That is so funny to me. Oh my god. Here's them in the coop. I feel like I have so many different video clips. It's been a while since I've taken just a solid picture. Like a clear, solid picture of one of them. Maybe I'll have to use a video clip for reference. Let me see. Why does this feel... Here we go. Here we go. This is the one with the biggest comb on her head. Look at this chicken. Look at this chicken.
3 eggs.
Came home to 3 eggs the other day.
Get down. There's 3 eggs. Oh my god. Oh my god. Good job, girls. Look.
It's so exciting coming home to eggs. And that particular day, I was coming home and expecting 2 eggs at least. So to show up and there be 3 eggs was a big surprise. And, excuse me, there was our first white egg, which was Miss Stretchmark's first, oh my god, excuse excuse me, her first egg. So it was really exciting. I feel like I sometimes get excited about the eggs and then I feel ridiculous for being so excited about it because it's just an egg. But then other times I'm like, girl, be excited about the egg. Like, I have to allow myself to be excited every single time. The first time I nearly cried. My eyes welled up and everything. Okay, it seems like I'm taking basis off of not Miss Stretch Marks, Pollita. I'm kind of looking at this as my reference picture right now. And her comb has grown quite a bit since May. I just saw a picture scrolling through everything and her comb has grown quite a bit, but I realize it extends all the way down to her beak. I feel like I want it to look like cool hair, you know? That's kind of how, if I'm like characterizing her versus like drawing an accurate depiction, it's like she's got a cool mohawk versus some weird flappy skin thing that helps her keep cool on the top of her head. Now that I'm looking at it too, it kind of looks like freeform dreadlocks, which is interesting. That's interesting. Could be interesting visually. Let's see. Oh my god, the clock says 18 minutes. Where'd the time go? What time is it? 9:06? I've been doing this for 33 minutes already. That's my problem. I be yapping and not focusing on what I should be doing. Okay. I realized too is like all the skin, she's got like her comb. And I don't know what this is. I want to call it a beard, but the little flaps down here. But like her whole face and around her nose is like tinted red. That's her nose. With like the feathers on top. So this is what I've got. Just trying to build this chicken up a bit. Build this chick up. I don't know. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Dolores Butler, she doesn't read the comments. I read them when I see them. I saw yours. It has to like catch my eye. You get me? I'm so focused on painting that it's hard. Hey, new subscriber, love your content. Thank you, Dolores. Thank you for being here. I've read your comment. I read the comments and then I get caught up talking and then I end up rushing through the process of painting. I got a lot going on. All right. I gotta. This is feeling like a graphic, like illustrative portrait. You get me? Like I'm gonna do all the base colors, get this chicken character down, and then go in with black later. Very interesting. Very interesting. Alright, let's get an eyeball in there. Let's get the beak. I need a little bit more solid color for the beak. Let's see. Is this a slit for the chicken nose? All right, let's see. Look at her here. Look at that chicken. It's like perfect profile. Her head is so tiny in comparison to what I've got. We've got to do some work on the shape of her. Let's see. Yeah, it's like white. Okay, she's already looking She's already looking a little more like she's supposed to. Get me like Man, you see how her feathers are like clearly defined on her breast? Do you see that? And how it's darker up top towards the back? I don't want to be so meticulous and so detailed, but that's kind of what I want to be able to portray. I've gotten silent because I'm focused. That's how you know. And I've got 7 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock. There's no way I'll be done in 7 minutes. I'm at a pretty good start. I'm really happy with what I've built up at this point in time. Let's see. We gotta start adding darks in. Looking like a chicken. Looking like a chicken to me. Mm. Coming along better than I thought. Which typically happens. I always feel nervous about doing something and then boom, I'm doing it and it looks great. Not to toot my own horn or anything. Not to toot my own horn or anything. It's coming along nicely. How did you learn to paint? Thank you. How did I learn to paint? Taking art classes. I have always really enjoyed drawing and making artwork. And then I guess my parents saw that and did best by me and put me into art school. I went to a visual and performing arts middle school. I went to a visual and performing arts high school, and I had really great teachers that I really respected and cared a lot about, and taught me a lot. And art school and just like an internal drive to express myself is how I have been able to keep this skill up. And also it's just a matter of like practicing, right? The more I paint, the more I understand about painting, the more comfortable I feel with painting. I truly feel like anybody could be an artist, even if you've never been to art school or taken an art class. I think as long as you're open to the experience, you are capable and able of making artwork yourself too. I'm also an art therapist. I'm an art therapist and I work with kids and young adults that are special needs. And so part of my job is guiding students and teaching students how to create for themselves, no matter their ability, no matter their circumstances or their physical limitations or communication differences. That's what I do. That's what I do every day. So what I do every day with my students is something that I have to practice within myself, funny enough. So that's where I'm at. And this is where the chicken's at. I like it. I think that's pretty good. That's a chicken if I do say so myself. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Alright, I'm gonna get some detail lines in here. I squirted out a lot of this black paint. I did not need that much, but whatever. I'm like, I gotta get her eyeball. No. No. I'm just gonna keep going. I think I've painted for a solid 30 minutes now, but I am going to keep going. Look at that eye. It's brought her to life. It has brought her to life. Oh my god. Is painting chickens my thing? Am I just gonna be a chicken portrait painter for the rest of my life? Oh my gosh. Why is this like kinda good? This is cracking me up. Why do I like this so much? This is so funny. And the fact that I'm painting from a reference picture or like reference video footage. Oh my goodness. I'm so impressed with myself, I've gotta say. At the beginning of this, I was like, I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I don't like this. And here I am, like, hell yeah, I'm a chicken painter. I'm a chicken portrait painter, bitch. Like, look at this. This is a chicken if I've ever seen one. This is so funny. It doesn't look like Pojita, even though I'm using her as my reference. It doesn't really look like her, but it definitely gives like, it looks like her cousin, you know, like it doesn't look exactly like her, and that's okay. I don't feel like I've missed anything by not portraying her exactly, but it definitely gives the vibe that it needs to give. Here comes Xander. Hi, Xander. I'm painting chickens, buddy. I'm painting chickens. Or a chicken. Why is that so good? Oh my god! Why is that so good? I'm so... Oh my god, what time is it? It's 9:28. Why do I feel like I just need to continue painting chickens all night? This is so fun. What the heck? Hey Jasmine in chat, somebody says nice, it's coming along nicely. Wait, what did you say? Brittany says the eye has seen things. That chicken is experienced. That chicken is experienced in life. Oh my god. This is so funny. I have to keep doing this. This is a joy I didn't know I needed. Collecting the eggs and dealing with the chickens and, you know, interacting with them, and the whole experience of having raised them since they were 3 days old has been also exciting. But painting them, capturing these personalities, oh my gosh. What is this chicken's name? Because it's none of my chickens. I can't confidently put any of my chickens' names to this chicken portrait. So tell me what you think this chicken should be named. I think they deserve a proper name. All right, now I'm debating on whether or not I should go in and do some details in the feathers. What are we thinking? Maybe just a little bit? Stop while I'm ahead? Let's see. I don't want to go in that dark. Let's not go in that dark. I'm nervous. Whatever. Should I start from the top and work my way down to the bottom? Yes. I will say I don't like it, but I'm just gonna keep going. And trust the process. Keep going and trust the process. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Alright, let's go on with this darker color. We're gonna come over here to define some of these. Yeah, yeah. It's coming together. Slowly but surely. At this point in time, we're adding texture. Texture to the feathers. I love a good little bit of texture. It's just like little markings to imply that there are feathers there, right? To imply that there is a texture associated with these colors, the body of the chicken. Wow, that is a chicken. This is gonna be the thumbnail. Ready? Honestly, that feels complete. Don't it? I don't know. I don't feel like doing anything to the background. I don't feel like anything more needs to be added here. I think this is a completely satisfying chicken portrait. This chicken needs a name though. Anybody in the chat give it a name? Ruby, James says, that painting should be right by the seasoning in the kitchen, giving the that's enough look. Kind of eyeing, like making sure that the food is seasoned enough. Ruby was a suggestion. Betty is a suggestion. I like Ruby since she's red. She's my depiction of a Rhode Island red, similar to my chicken pollita. Ruby's good. I like Ruby. Ruby is settled. I'm gonna put my initials here in this dark brown color in the feathers. Right down here. Like so, like that. And I'm gonna call her done. Like I said, feel quite impressed. Oh, I need to come up in here and clean that blue up a little bit. Let me do that while I have it in front of me and I actually notice it. Because that was something that I noticed earlier. I don't think any of you would notice unless I like straight up pointed it out, but it's definitely something that I've noticed. And I'm gonna handle that before I pack this up and call it done. Boom. All right. I think Ruby's finished. I think she's finished. I love her. I love her. All right. I'm gonna call this one done. And to be honest, I am gonna stay here in the studio and continue painting, but I'm gonna shut this live stream down and have some time for myself. And I think I'm just gonna go on forward and do another chicken painting. I'll probably post a picture so you can see it later, but this one is finished for now. And like I said at the beginning of the live, I have commissions open for 8x8 canvases just like this. So if you have a chicken that you want me to paint, or a dog, or a cat, or I don't know, a portrait of you, and you want a small painting like this, and you want to be able to watch me paint it live like this, commission me now on my website, jdukesvisuals.com. And yeah, I'll paint for you. And we'll have fun while I do it. And you can watch my process and hear me be nervous and then excited and then doubt myself and then be proud of myself and all of the thoughts and feelings and emotions that go into my creative process. You can kind of witness that live as I do a painting for you. So that is available. And I am gonna go. I actually just realized that the chickens are still outside and I need to go lock them up in the coop for the night. So I'm gonna go do that because I am about an hour overdue for those chicken chores. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. Thank you for the A+, James. Thanks for liking the name suggestion. I appreciate it. It looks like a rooster to me. Wait, where are the messages? They all disappear. Big Rod says, looks like a rooster to me. It could be a rooster. It could be a rooster named Ruby, or maybe Rudy. Maybe it's a rooster, I don't know. It's kind of ambiguous. But this chicken's name is Ruby. So I'm done here. Y'all have a wonderful, beautiful night. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the appreciation. Thank you for the suggestions. And I'll see you whenever I decide to do another one of these, which will probably be soon. So